Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy JC, and I'm back with another video. You feel me? Boy, look, we gonna switch it up today. You know, we've been doing a whole lot of loyalty tests. Let's take a left turn real quick, bro. We reacting to horror stories, bro. You feel me? Now, before we get into this, I just want to say, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications, cause I'm aiming to drop every day. Might be dropping 2, 3, maybe 8, 9 videos a day, man. You feel me? And if you don't want to miss out, make sure you hit that sub button and hit that noti bell. You feel me? But the whole reason I'm doing this is because of horror stories. I hate horror stories. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like we gotta break that. We gotta put a change to that. We gotta end that. You know. At my big age of 24, I'm lying. I'm not even 24. I'm nowhere near 24. But we gotta put an end to that, bro. So are you with me or not, bro? Like, not real shit. That's what I'm here for. That's why we're here. I'm pretty sure that's why you clicked on the video. But and enough of me like yapping your ear off, right? Like, we can get into the video. Maybe like 10 more seconds, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you are new here, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to me, and we about to get into this. Oh my god, like every time, bruh. Every time.
This happened when I was 18. I'm 22 now. I live in San Antonio, Texas. It was my senior year of high school, but this was when COVID just started blowing up, so everything began to shut down, including my school. Even though everyone was supposed to be staying home and being in quarantine, my friend group and I were going out more than ever. There wasn't much to do since all the non-essential businesses were closed. But one thing about me, I love urban exploring, or exploring haunted places. To this day, I still do. I'm not one to scare easily.
Now, I'll be honest, bro, I actually do enjoy doing this shit. Like, I never done it, but like I enjoy watching stuff like people going to abandoned buildings and shit. I don't know, it's weird. Like, you can catch me like 12, anywhere from 12 to 2, watching some scary videos, bro. Or like, not scary, but like just people exploring abandoned shit. Like, I actually truly enjoy that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
I've had a couple experiences with the homeless, cults, even had a gun pointed at me. But nothing compared to how odd and creepy this one instance I came across while exploring was. Moving forward, around this time, I started talking to a girl who I had a class with in high school. Her name was Clarissa. If it weren't for her matching my alibi of what happened this night, I'm sure none of my friends would have believed me. We were still kind of freshly dating, but I somehow convinced her to explore a wooded natural park at 3 a.m. here in San Antonio. The park is called OP Schnabel. It's relatively nice, safe, and very scenic during the day. But at night, it can be a dangerous place, and police usually roam the entrances to the area at night, keeping people away. In 2016, a 24-year-old woman named Lauren Bump was brutally murdered and stabbed over 20 times, and in 2021, a boy exploring the woods was shot. Clarissa and I get to the park around 3.
So, and nigga, you went, bro? You took it upon yourself? Yeah, nah, he only got shot about like 20 times. She only got stabbed. She died, but we can still go, you know, be a fucking amazing date. Like, fuck. And you still went, my nigga? Like, nah, bro.
3 a.m. It's super creepy and pitch black. The trees do a really good job at covering the moonlight. I don't like to have my flashlight on because then my eyes can't adjust to the darkness, and you can really only see what's lit up from the light. Plus, I wouldn't want someone to see my light from a far distance, so I like to keep them off while exploring. We were probably about 15 to 20 minutes in walking the main trail. I didn't plan to be in there for too long because it was kind of creepy and oddly quiet that night. I knew a trail that goes off the road that leads back to where my truck was parked. I told her we could take that trail, essentially making a full circle, instead of walking all the way back around. She agreed, and so we began walking through that off-road trail. We were probably only about 2 minutes into the off-road trail, when suddenly, out of nowhere, a flute began playing.
And that's what my black ass is. I'm at home already. By the time she finished playing, I'm at home, nigga. I'm in my Uber. Nigga, I'm already at home playing 2K. Fuck that, bro. Hell no.
Clarissa and I stopped dead in our tracks and looked at each other, just listening. Whoever was playing it, it was super in cadence and sounded like it was playing some sort of piece of music. However, there was no time for me to process that it may have sounded good. It was creepy as fuck. As I said before, I don't scare easily, but 15 seconds into the flute solo, Clarissa began trembling in fear and on the brink of crying. I was kind of just listening, but when Clarissa started praying to God to save her and forgive her for her sins, that's when I realized the severity of the situation. To be clear, it was super hard to pinpoint where the sound of the flute was coming from. It sounded like it was coming from the direction of the previous main trail, which was parallel to where we were, with about maybe 30 to 50 yards of woods in between. But it was getting louder and closer, to the point where it sounded like the sound was right on top of us. Clarissa couldn't even focus because she was so scared, so I knew I had to man up and get us out of this situation. This is gonna sound corny, but I told her, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna let anything happen to you," and told her that we should run down the off-road trail to get away. So we did. We began to sprint. I believe the flute stopped playing, but it was hard to notice because I was more focused on getting the hell out of there. We only got about 30 feet, when out of nowhere, we heard the rustling of bushes and the snapping of leaves and twigs before something big dashed across the trail right in front of us. Now, this could have very well been a deer or some sort of bigger wildlife, but it was so strange because I could almost feel the size of whatever was in front of us. I don't know if it was from the wind or what. The only thing is, I never saw a silhouette or a shape of anything in front of us. Another strange thing is, I didn't hear it coming and I didn't hear it run away. I only heard the dash right when it was right in front of us. As soon as we felt and heard whatever dashed across the trail right in front of us, we obviously turned back around and bolted in the other direction until we got back to the original point where we heard the flute. And then, as if whoever was playing it was waiting for us to return, the flute started to play again, loud and right on top of us. This time it was almost chiming. It sounded like it belonged to some sort of Irish jig song or something, but the chiming was still in cadence. However, it was still impossible to pinpoint where the sound was coming from. It was just surrounding us. At this point, my fight or flight instincts kicked in because we were trapped. We had two options. Either go back into the off-road trail where we heard that terrifying dash right in front of us, or go back to the main trail where the flute and whatever psychopath was playing it was at. The off-road trail was definitely scarier because it was darker and surrounded by more dense forest, and at least the main trail was a cement path. Thus, I told Clarissa, who was still trembling in fear, let's start running down the main trail back to the truck.
Look, I'm gonna be honest though. Look, right, nigga like me, right? Nigga like me, I'm in this situation, right? Right. I'm making sure I got my Warzone loadout with me. I got my GS45 with like 6 switches, my RPG grenade with like 19 switches, so I'm not missing. And plus my homing launcher and damn, what you call it? What's that thing called? Airstrike. Hell yeah, nigga, what the fuck? You think I'm playing about that, bro? Man, I got the whole squad with me, bro. Hell no.
Fuck. We ran back. Adrenaline was still pumping, so we cut the 20-minute walk into a 7 to 8 minute jog. And somewhere along the run, the flute noise must have stopped. Along the run back, there was a random porta potty, and I was scared to death because what if someone was on the other side or hiding inside of it, because it seemed to be somewhat parallel to where we were at earlier. Thankfully, I didn't see anyone, or signs of anyone ever having been there. In fact, my truck was the only vehicle in the area near the main entrance to the woods. We made it to the truck, and I sped far away from there. The next day, I told all my friends about it, and I looked all over the internet to see if anyone's ever come across anything like this. People claim to run into ghosts, cults, animals making terrifying noises, but a soft and rhythmic flute solo, I couldn't find anything on that. Or maybe I just didn't look hard enough. I tried to figure out all the possibilities. There are some houses that eventually led into a neighborhood on the far edge of the woods, but those houses are at least a couple miles away, and we were fairly deep into the woods, so there's no way the sound could have traveled that far because I'm telling you, the flute was clear as day and it was 3 a.m. Obviously, I never found out who was playing that flute, or what dashed right in front of us. I actually kind of got chills writing the story. The more I think about it, it actually seems more paranormal rather than something scary on a tangible level. I don't know if it was a person, ghost, cult, or what. I'm really hoping someone might have a rational explanation. Either way, I never really went back to those woods at night. I still explored plenty of creepy places, but never really came across anything like that ever again.
I ain't gonna lie. That nigga got the whole game fucked up, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're not catching me doing that, my boy. Kudos to you though, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that is it for part 1 of 3. Damn, that was loud as clap. That is part 1 of part 3. If you are new here, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And we get enough likes. On this video, I'm dropping part 2 right away. Feel me? But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all. Nigga, you already know. Nigga. You know how it go. If you new here, don't comment, like, subscribe, turn on post notice for part 2, and we out.